right, welcome back to the channel. 6 laps to go here at CBR number 4. We're on the Carson course, rolling counterclockwise, left turns, and just getting it strung out. This is Rudy in front of me, and I got like 5 guys kind of together here. Downhill into turn 2. A little bit of a, right now it's kind of a left to right crosswind, and it goes into kind of a headwind here at the bottom of this turn. Just stretching the elastic, just about to snap here. You can see how strung out it is. Got Monster Media on the front, drilling. Got a Go Fast guy in there. Couple serious cycles. Rudy and his teammate, Michael Schonefeld, I guess how you say his last name. Kind of rotating through. Well, it kind of sits up. I kind of glance back and think, well, let's open it up. This might be it. You know, I can sustain a 2-man effort here for 5 laps. And he elbows me to the right, and I'm on his left side, so we kind of screwed up a little bit there, but you barely see the lap cards just to the left of the arch. Should see 5 to go. There's a tailwind here, so it's a good spot to get low and kind of pick up some speed, some real estate on the field. And it's just about here when I kind of elbow him through that he tells me he's working for his teammates. You know, see in the review now that he's kind of glancing back, and he's not wanting to try to hold a 2-man break for another 8 minutes, I guess. So wasn't the game plan for his team. So he tells me that, and so I go ahead and get back on the front here, let him come through the corner and kind of hammer it. A little bit disappointed because I felt like, you know, hey, if we're working, we had the guys behind us kind of on our heel, and if he would have contributed, I couldn't stay away solo, I don't think. But you know, Rudy's a strong guy, and if he was equally motivated, I think we could have stood a really strong chance of kind of breaking it up. Not the case. So now I just kind of sit up, let it reshuffle. See a guy taking a flyer up the inside. I think that's Jesse. Yeah, so Jesse's got the most aggressive rider jersey, and so I finally realized his racing style. He's not racing for the win, which I don't understand. I'd rather have the win than a green jersey. Plus, he's got enough points. Got away solo with me in the first one, and I elbowed him through the finish line every single lap. So he's got the jersey locked up for the season. So why he doesn't race for the win from this point forward is, I don't get it. But anyway, so you know, he's a strong engine, but he's kind of got different motives for this race too. I think we're on 4 to go now here. So I kind of followed his attack and back in the wind. And this is John Garbo. He's got the overall points jersey, the yellow leader's jersey for the series. But you see, he's not interested in staying away. He's just kind of, maybe he is. Maybe he's just needing to recover. Take it back. Does a solid pull. He comes through hard. Look, I'm in his wheel. You know, now we're in the headwind. And they got Sharon rolls up here. Sharon, no teammates today for Sharon, so definitely had to race a little bit differently than he might otherwise. But I think here's where Sharon kind of comes around, and did he roll me into the cones here? Yeah, he's going to slow me down. And so I just brake check and come around the inside. I'm like, I don't want to go slow, man. So I peel off and go again. Because these guys are hurting. I'm hurting, but I know I've got good fitness, and they should be hurting too. That's the game plan. And so here Rudy goes again. And he keeps looking back, and what's he doing? I think we're on 3 to go now, which is interesting because the lap cards, they weren't really overly visible for me, and then the official would stand there and you couldn't really see him sometimes. This is me setting up the excuses for kind of how the race unfolds. This is Kenny Rogers in front of me, and we got this thing strung out. I said, hey Kenny, let's win this thing. But you know, I mean, we're not going fast enough here. So I said, they're on, F it. So tell him to save it. But it's strung out. I mean, they're on, but there's 1, 2, 3. There's like 6 of us. Jesse pulls through. I don't remember who that guy was. And so there's Rudy again, his teammate. I don't know if he's. I don't think he's in that group, but he's, I guess, trying to set it up for the sprint for Michael. And you got the big orange guy in the rear view. He was a strong move. He's a diesel. Punches a big hole in the wind too. So now I think I'm coming through. Let's see if we see lap cards here. Just to the orange. I think that's 2 to go. So I mean, I don't know if they're just letting us dangle, or everyone knows the game plan but me, or everyone's racing against me. It feels like that sometimes, but me feeling sorry for myself. But I'm like, well, this is a gap. Let's sustain this. Like, forget about your teammate. You got better odds here in the break with me at this point. I mean, I don't know. I think he was kind of on the fence about should I stay or should I go. But they're coming up hard here. You know, coming into 2 to go. Probably needed one more guy motivated to make this work. You know, the strong guys are up at the front. We're kind of canceling each other out. Like, he keeps looking back, and I'm like, man, that's enough real estate to really open it up here. But then, you know, pulls through, but I don't know. Enough for me not to attack him, I guess. And I come through again. Now here's where it gets funky, because we're coming into Bell Lap, but look in the rear view. What happens up the outside? Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon.
2 to go.
And I'm hearing 2 to go. He posts up there. It's actually Bell Lap, but I'm hearing people yell 2 to go, so I yell 2 to go. So poor Sharon, he goes a lap early, posts up, and now it's just all shattered. I don't know. People are confused. I'm confused. I'm thinking it's 2 to go, and now I'm dangling out here by myself. It's actually Bell Lap, though. So, pretty frustrated. Frustrated for Sharon. You know, there was someone ringing a cowbell every lap near the finishing arch. So, you know, you couldn't listen for the bell for Bell Lap because that was kind of confusing. But here we got a good break. But again, you know, and in my mind, it's 2 to go. You know, I'm thinking if I knew it was Bell Lap, I would have just emptied it through the last corner and just, you know, emptied it. But I'm thinking we're going to play this cat and mouse thing again, and it's going to come down to a sprint next lap. But there is no next lap. Spoiler, this is the last lap. But, you know, the 2 guys kind of bridge up. I'm like, oh, cool. Well, we can definitely stay away. I got Garbo coming up. You see Rudy pulls off. The Garbo trying to lead his teammate out, but or whoever's on his wheel, I should say. I don't know if that's his teammate. Not sure. But then he kind of slows up, and I'm thinking, all right, well, let's work. And then these guys open up the sprint, and these guys are sprinting. I'm thinking, why is everyone sprinting? And it's about here I kind kind of just free hub it in. My watts drop. Like I'm not going to sprint for sixth place or whatever. So anyway, fun video. Could have been funner. Should have paid better attention. I don't know if I need hearing aid or glasses or both, but top 10. But not what I intended to do. Definitely not what Sharon intended. So anyway, racing is racing. Thanks for watching.